Hey Moon Magic Super Souls, welcome to your April readings. The astrology for April is phenomenal. March, it's powerful, it's erratic, we don't know what's happening from one day to the next. That's the energy. And this kind of continues and reaches a point of shift. In fact, as we come to the end of March, there is a massive point of shift of really powerful potential. How we use this energy is really essential. We can use it and really harness this energy for our own well-being, for our own self-mastery in terms of manifestation. This is why for April I've chosen 3 magician cards from 3 different packs to help to guide you into the right reading for you. Now, let me just see if I can make sure that camera is focused properly for you. Just going to check on my lights as well. No, I think that's a little better. And welcome everybody. Welcome if you are returning. Welcome if you are new. The way to handle this energy, I think, is really quite specific in terms of being able to really be very present to our own real experience and to really honour our own sovereignty, our own self-mastery, to be able to observe and respond, and if necessary, press the pause button before responding. So we are really acting with consciousness. This is a pocket of time when transformation is so powerful, the capacity for transformation, and in a way it's going to happen anyway. You know, there are massive waves of energy coming in that are really upgrading us as human beings. As that energy comes in, our ability to kind of sit with that energy, to be with it, and to really utilize it. So our mind, our thoughts, our emotions are really focused on what we want to create, rather than the energetic of potential chaos and the things that we don't want to create. April is a really significant time. So beautiful souls, I am going to, before I begin, I'm going to draw the runes and the charms. For those of you that are then interested, I'm also going to read to you the overview of April from the Manifest with the Moon Astro Moon Diary. Now I'm going to put a different timestamp for that. Some of you will just want to tune into the readings, whatever is speaking to you. But if you're interested in the flow of energy for April, and the advice and guidance that came through when I channeled the cards and runes for the month within the diary, I will actually read that to you as well. But I'll put a different timestamp in the description box below, and I'll put it in a comment along with all the readings. So it's up to you whether you want to kind of tune in with that as well. So let me first of all show you the cards, the 3 magician cards for these 3 piles. I'm going to draw the runes and charm as well for these readings. Then I will read the information about the energy flow for April, and then I will be doing the readings. But you can use the timestamps and connect with whichever part of the video you want to, whatever is right for you. So let us look at magician card 1. Okay. Now, if any of these packs are particularly singing to you, I will put all the names of the cards, as always, in the description box too, so you can check them out if they are, you know, really, really leaping out at you and you think, gosh, I want to know which pack is that, which deck is that. So I'll put all those links below as well. So this is for pile 1, we have the Magician. I think this is the Tarot of the Divine, actually. Then we have the Mystical Manga Tarot. This is for pile 2. And here is our Magician for pile 2. And then we have Kim Crass's Wild Unknown Tarot. And this is the Magician for pile 3. Okay, so those are our 3 magician cards, 3 cards of alchemy to guide you in, to find out what information comes through for you for April, for this incredible time. Let us draw runes. I've got 2 runes coming for pile 1. You have the rune of Awaz, this is the rune of defense. You also have the rune of Anzus, this is signs, signals, synchronicities. So those are the runes for pile 1. And your charm Straight through. You have a cat, a beautiful cat, sitting on a moon. Beautiful. Okay, so that's for pile 1. Move those up, so hopefully everything is really well in view for you. Pile 2. 2 runes again coming through. Okay, you have Perth. This is the rune of initiation. It's like a rite of passage. And you have Tewaz. Tewaz is the rune of the spiritual warrior. So this is for pile 2. Just going to put a little counter there, ready for our charm. And the charm that is coming through for pile 2 is a hand with a 6-pointed star inside of it. That is for pile 2. Pile 3. 2 runes again. Okay, you have Lagos, the rune of flow, and Awaz, the rune of movement. That's very interesting to have flow and movement together. Very, very significant, I think, especially with the energy of a cheetah. Wow. Okay, I'm saying no more until I get into the reading. Okay, we are drawing for you. We have a beautiful tree of life. This is for pile 3. Beautiful energy. Okay, so that is for pile 3. Now, my beautiful souls, I'm going to leave the camera running for just a little bit longer, the video running, in case you need a little bit more time just to sit with the energy of the runes, the charms, the cards. If you are finding that more than one reading speaks to you, there may well be more than one message. There is so much happening in the world at the moment, so much incoming energy, some of it very turbulent, some of it erratic, I suppose, is a way to describe it. But we are also at an incredible shift when Neptune is moving across that 0 degrees point on the Earth's axis from Pisces into Aries, moving from some challenging aspects of Pisces energy in the anaretic degree and moving into 0 degrees of Aries, where there is so much self-empowerment. It is untrue, particularly receiving spiritual guidance. So this is a real pivotal turning point for us all, and we can really, really engage with this energy to our best advantage because of that Aries I am energy, that energy of self-empowerment. So let's find out what's happening for you in April. I'm going to stop waffling and talking. I'll leave the video running for a few moments longer for anyone that needs that extra time. And I will see you in the readings. And I will also now read to you from the Manifest with the Moon Diary for anyone that wants to connect with that overview. Welcome everyone to the overview of April from the Manifest with the Moon Astro Moon Diary. I'm reading from the UK edition, but the overview, of course, is exactly the same if you're looking at or using a different version, if you've got the Australia version or the US versions, or one of those versions. All that happens in those different variations is that you get timings for the daily moon times and daily moon events that are accurate to that location. So let us read to you for April 2025, karmic transformation. Drop into stillness and think before taking action. April embodies the theme of karmic transformation, with all of the upheaval and bumps in the road that inevitably arrive as we navigate from old systems and old attitudes and old ways of being into new territory, where we seek to find and develop new approaches and new ways of being that honour and recognise our unique individual rights and personal autonomy, as well as the well-being of the collective of which we are all an integral part. Now, I draw cards and runes for the month, and they do give us guidance as to how to navigate the overall energy. These are the cards and runes. We have Giving and Receiving with Othilla, the rune of separation. We have Take Time Out with Awaz, the rune of defense. Interesting, because Awaz has come out in pile 1. Okay, so our first card of Giving and Receiving, aligning with Othilla, the rune of separation, highlights the dynamic that are set to play out this month, whilst bringing clear guidance to assist in navigating what looks to be an extremely transformational month, although not always easy. The overall astrodynamics suggests some significant pushing and pulling, bringing issues of equality, fairness and balance to the fore, both personally and on the global stage. A balance of both giving and receiving with awareness of ourselves and others is integral to healthy living, and the rune of Othilla calls us to let go of any circumstances, whether these are internal or external, that no longer serve us, whilst also acknowledging the gain and the inheritance of the new when we are able to let go of and release the past. So a lot of potential for things to be brought to the surface at the moment so that we can recognise what is no longer serving us and let go of it, including recognising what is serving us actually and, expanding on that, manifesting through that lens, through the lens of what works rather than what doesn't. Our second card of Take Time Out acknowledges the intensity of the overall astrodynamics at certain times during this month. Aligning with Awaz, the rune of defense, this acknowledges that when emotions run high or buttons are pressed, we all have the potential to react defensively. However, with awareness, we can step away and take time out to evaluate, contemplate, and consider how we wish to respond in any and every situation. This is the real essence of self-mastery. I think this is very much what it means to be what I would call a new human. And, we are moving into the dawning of a new age. We are being pushed into higher levels of consciousness. And this is about self-mastery and recognition of the way in which we are actively co-creating. We always have been. It's just that we haven't been conscious of it. And we are becoming increasingly aware of this, and also how to use the energy in ways that enhance our own lives, our own well-being, and also the well-being of the collective. And when I speak about the collective, I'm talking about all of life. Not just our fellow human beings, but all of life. So, to conclude, the energy this month offers the ideal opportunity for us each to practice self-mastery and to learn to channel and utilise our emotional energy for the well-being of all, including ourselves. This is true empowerment. So this really is a month of incredible empowerment. I think the first 2 weeks are particularly intense. Things then start to ease. There is a kind of a turning point midway in April. I will be doing a proper full moon energy update as well, so watch out for that. I will upload it as soon as I've done it. I'm also going to be doing all zodiac sign readings for the month of April. They are on my other channel, so keep an eye out for those as well. Beautiful souls, I will now finish this is the reading of this for you. Thank you so much for those of you who are interested, and thank you to those of you who are working with the diary. It's amazing to have your feedback and to know that this is really helping you at this time of extraordinary transition. Beautiful souls, I will now move to the readings. See you in the readings in just a moment. Hey, pile one, welcome to your reading. Now, I feel like before I even start to draw your cards, your oracle cards first, and then your tarot cards, we're using the Tarot of the Divine. I just want to tune in to something that is, I think, taking place already, or messages that were being shown here. With Awaz, the rune of defense, with Lagus is the flow, with Anzus, rather, the rune of signs and signals. This is all about synchronicities. Now, I love this magician card because she looks like a fairy godmother. And Awaz also speaks about developing patience and the way that we develop an aversion to things that no longer resonate with us. Now, I think this is suggesting to me that stuff could be arriving in April that feel a little bit tetchy for you. Things that you may experience as being like a bit, you might find yourself feeling a bit irritable or a bit tetchy, or, something isn't really, resonating with you, or someone's behavior isn't really resonating with you. And I think then there's a sort of a space of needing to work out what you're going to do about that. Now, with this beautiful little cat sitting with such stillness in the crescent moon, I think because it's a crescent moon, there will be opportunity for you to take action. However, this is also asking you to take action through really like having a mindful presence to observe everything first. Like almost let the universe show you everything you need to see within a certain situation so that you can act accordingly. This is like a fairy godmother waving a magic wand. Anything that you are being shown, you're being shown with purpose. I think it's really interesting. We've got a cat here. And can you see there are like 3 little mice here in your card? Let me just hold that up to you so you can see that. 3 little mice. Now, if a cat is going to chase a mouse, they can sit very patiently and wait before they move. Whether they catch the mouse or is another matter, really. I feel the message here is that is more to do with you having patience and observing. This is a very still little cat, being an observer, and you'll be shown when to take action, I think. But I do feel there will be some things that feel a little bit tetchy. Okay, that's probably the best way I can describe the energy that I feel I'm picking up on here already for you. Let's draw your oracle cards and see what else we're shown. Okay. May we kindly ask what is happening for my pile 1 during the month of April? What does my pile 1 need to know about for the month of April? I'm also kind of hearing you might want to bookmark this video and come back to it because there's a tetchy energy around. You can, if you recall that, if things are feeling a bit tetchy, you may want to come back and just use it as an anchor point. Okay, so let's have a look and see what we have. So we have Stibus Antimony. We have Chiron, energy of healing, the wounded healer, who also happens to be in Aries, actually, at the moment. And then we have the new pearl, wow, Margarita Preciosa. That is super lovely to be coming through here for you. We have Crystal Clear Intentions and Compassion. This is an Archangel Michael card. Be clear about what you desire and focus upon it with unwavering faith. And Archangel Zadkiel, soften your heart with respect to this situation and all the people involved, including yourself. We have Wide Open. Gosh, and look at the way you are rising here. And then we have Family Connections. Respect people, interesting, respect is coming through here more than once. Respect, people, kinship. Okay, what I'm going to say to you, my lovely pile 1s, is I think your tetchiness, okay, or situations or people that kind of, I won't exactly say annoy you, but yeah, tetchiness is the right word. People who you feel are behaving in a way that doesn't resonate with you, who kind of get under your skin a bit, I think you're being asked to really, really observe them with great compassion. I'm also hearing, don't let anything or anyone stand in the way of your directives and your goals, because that's something that you could do. This isn't this isn't an all or nothing. It's kind of like staying on track and maintaining your own energy and your own focus whilst also being very compassionate towards anyone who is not resonating with you. What is really interesting, wide open, I am seeing you rise or climb up. I mean, you're quite visible here. What are you wide open to? Let's get some more information. Let's draw your first tarot cards here. May we kindly ask for more information for my pile ones, please? I'm seeing these cards come out straight away, and we'll possibly draw more. We'll see what we have. We have the Hanged Man. We have the Nine of Swords. Very interesting. We've got a baby. There's very much a family energy around you. I do feel this could be connected to family, or what I would call immediate community around you. So this could be the friends that you call your family, you know, immediate people who are like on your doorstep. So this could be your blood family, it could be your friends who are kind of family, it could be your community, but it's people who are immediately around you. Now we have the Hierophant, which is a card of commitment. It's also a card that can indicate legal matters. We have the Wheel of Fortune as well. Let's just move this along. Okay. Now, if any of you are navigating anything that involves any kind of legalities, the stuff that's going on around you with family, friends, contracts, that kind of stuff, I'm going to say try to not rush it. If somebody if it feels a bit like they're putting a spanner in the works or putting an oar in that's causing a ripple, or just like it feels like someone's being difficult for the sake of being difficult, try not to be riled by it. There's something that is transforming and coming to you regardless, okay? That I see here really clearly. The Wheel of Fortune is turning. Something is coming out, I think, in your favour. And with Anzus, synchronicities, I sort of feel like the universe is orchestrating something in the background here. Something very positive is coming because you're rising. But somehow it is also as if you are quite, I feel like you're a little bit exposed in some way, or it may just be that you feel exposed, and that could cause you to feel a bit defensive. Wondering why you feel exposed here. The card of antimony is a card that asks us to tread carefully. Do you know, I keep seeing orbs. I don't know whether any of them are showing up on the camera, but I've seen two since I've started these readings. Sometimes I've had a couple of shorts recently where the most beautiful little orb has flown across the cards, which I didn't notice, but actually thank you for those of you that did, and put it in the comments. It's really lovely to, you know, when you pick up on those things. I've gone back and checked on them myself. Beautiful little orbs coming through. I've seen two. Whether they're on the camera or not, I don't know. But this is always an indication of really, really powerful transformation. And also I always feel when orbs show up, and look at the orbs here in Stibus antimony, I feel that something is transforming for you. It's emerging. It always feels like it's like an arrival, literally a transformation, a magical opening, something really beneficial, lucrative for some of you, a positive outcome. Something is coming to fruition, and you're not there yet, but it's coming. It's gradually opening up. And what I feel is that there are people around you that does feel like it's in your immediate world, and I feel that they could be either behaving badly or causing you to react, causing you to feel perhaps exposed or a little bit, I won't say targeted. I'm not getting a targeted. I mean, it may even be that literally you've just got some people around you and their energy is so heavy going and so negative. It's like it's really getting you down. I think you're come through this. The key, well, I can see you'll come through this, and I think you can come through this in a really good way. It's a question of holding your focus and directing the energy. Look at the way the Chiron energy is so channeled precisely. This is about not being knocked off your perch. I'm actually going to read to you. I think I'm just going to get the book and read to you about the card Antimony. Bear with me while I find the book. Bear with me. This is XXV11, so let me find the right number. Oh, there we go. That pretty much opened on the right page. That's cool. So, in medieval times, antimony became known as the grey wolf of alchemy. This was due to the metalloid's unpredictable qualities and its ability to eat away at materials in the laboratory. Gold is one of the few materials to withstand contact with it. For these reasons, this card must be read with delicacy. On one hand, it represents the wild and free spirit that longs to express itself in the world. On the other hand, it represents a fierceness that can turn destructive or corrosive at the drop of a hat. The message here is clear. Channel the grey wolf's energy towards creativity. Channel it to come out from the shadows and express itself. Embark upon the creative project or adventure that is calling you, so rise, rather than focusing on why you can't. Once you begin, don't quit. The grey wolf responds to respect, not repression. So what I feel we're getting here is even the possibility of you feeling blocked by someone else's energy, or even maybe blocked or limited by, there could be limiting beliefs that you've inherited from your family, or even blocked or limited by people in your immediate surroundings because they just don't have the same vision as you. But this is really about self-mastery and not letting someone else's perspective get in the way. Remember, patience and perseverance comes out with the rune of Awaz, and don't be defensive. This is really about remaining completely focused, holding compassion for people who simply don't have the same level of vision or consciousness that you do. Holding your focus and staying on track through April, keeping your focus in mind, being really committed with the Hierophant, really committed to your idea, your project, whatever it is that you are desiring to manifest and create, with compassion for those who are not on the same wavelength at all. Disregard their energy. Treat them with respect and compassion, but kind of don't buy into it. Don't be pulled into anything with anyone who's not operating on that higher vibrational level. The Wheel of Fortune is going to turn. Let's get more advice for you and guidance to see how this will pan out. This is a real, what I would call energy reading that you're being offered today. This is what's coming through. Literally feels like a how to navigate the energy for you. With very, very clear guidance and advice. I'm seeing this and also this one for you. My beautiful, did I say pile 2? Pile 1. Anyway, pile 1. You've got the devil. How interesting. I'm hearing like caught between the devil and the deep blue sea, that saying. And look at the snake of transformation on fire. Do you know, in a way, I feel like you're on fire. Literally, your ideas, 9 of coins, literally. I think there is an incredible energy. Look at the fieriness here. Chiron is in Aries. I am. I think there is something that you can, with a passion, looking at this beautiful watermelon, but the inside of it reminds me of a passion fruit. With passion, I think you can move something forwards. We have the 7 of Swords, and we've got a coyote. Even if there is what I would call any kind of, very interesting, I want to say with the 7 of Swords, any kind of trickster energy around you. Look at the shadow behind coyote. It looks like a bit of a monster. It looks like a bit of a devil. We've got the 5 of Wands, which is a card of great competitiveness. We then have the Ace of Wands, the 8 of Cups with the same moon, and we have the 5 of Cups. Okay. Okay, this is really, really interesting with the Five of Wands and the Five of Cups. I do actually feel with the Eight of Cups and Five of Cups showing up together, as you navigate this month, I think you may actually potentially end up saying goodbye to sort of something or someone. There might be a parting of the ways. Maybe somebody who is quite competitive, maybe somebody who might be a little bit envious or jealous of your potential for success. Someone who is a little bit of a trickster. It's interesting, I feel like with the trickster energy, this could be more to do with you, going back to the Stibus energy, the antimony, more to do with, don't let your mind or your emotions, especially your emotions, play tricks on you. Don't let your emotions get the better of you. If somebody is behaving in a childish or competitive way, kind of throwing their toys out the pram, you know, this is a time to really not cut the cords to any kind of drama, any kind of anybody else's drama and crisis. Observe them through the eyes of compassion. Treat them with absolute respect, even if they are not behaving in a manner that demonstrates respect. I think you will possibly at some point during April sort of leave something behind you, make a decision or a choice, because just somebody is not going to resonate with you. I'm going to get a little bit more information around the Five of Cups here. And it could well be to do with some element, as I said, family, community around you. May we please ask for more information and guidance, please. We have the Hermit. Yeah, I think you might choose to say goodbye to something or someone. I just feel look at the White Stag, and again, look at Stibus, the White Wolf. I think you are being guided, and it may be that a mentor or someone shows themselves to you that gives you a pathway forwards in some way, shape or form. Signs and synchronicities being shown to you. Be patient. Recognize that anything, if an obstacle appears to be in your way, it's actually showing you that something isn't right for you. May I please get further guidance for April? You've got the Sun. This is wonderful. Okay. Oh, right. More cards flying out. We have the Knight of Coins, and look at this beautiful energy of this beautiful sacred cow and the Queen of Coins. You've got the Knight moving to the Queen. Right. This is really, really interesting. So I actually think, my beautiful souls, even though there is a potential for something to be or someone to disappoint you, simultaneously I think someone comes in, whereby it's just such a beneficial and fruitful outcome. This would be like, let's say you were going to partner with somebody, or you're best mates with somebody, and you've been mates with them for years, but they're really behaving in a really low vibrational way, and then suddenly you kind of meet somebody and you think, actually, you know, it's like a new friend, and you just resonate with them. And maybe your previous friend, your old friend, is really jealous and tries to sabotage that new friendship. And you're like, I just can't be doing with this. You know, the new friendship is so on a higher plane of resonance. It's so right for you. And there's something around you that can't be held back at this time. Actually, your energy is rising and you cannot be held back. It's not appropriate for you to be held back. So I see something very fruitful, very abundant, very magical happening in April. And I think it may almost cause this sort of, how can I best describe it? Like having to make a choice in a way between It's like two choices, and in a way it's really pretty obvious. It's a no-brainer, because it's like choosing something that really resonates with you versus something that doesn't. If you belong to a community group and it just isn't resonating, but you suddenly come across another one that really does, but they're both on the same night of the week and you can only do one, you can't do both, well, it's a no-brainer. It means leaving behind the one, even if you've had previously a loyalty to it, it means leaving behind the one that's no longer resonating. There's some kind of a choice that's coming to you. It's very powerful because it's uplifting. Be patient with anything that isn't resonating, especially in the first 2 weeks of April, because actually something in the second 2 weeks, we do have a really significant breakthrough and a shift in the energy, because something really powerful and amazing is coming into your world. It may even be right at the start that it comes in, you are climbing, you're seeing it, and as I said, there's resistance around you from people who would rather you hold, they want to hold you back in a way. And it doesn't feel like it's a really derogatory, out and out, let's sabotage you kind of energy. It's just that it is literally that you've outgrown this. And you're on board with the energy, so don't let it get to you, because I think some of you might even be in a position where you just wish, almost like the old friend would step up and grow up and be like the new friend, or the new potential friend, or the old community group would up its game and be like, and have the same essence and ethos as the new community group, or whatever it will be for you. But they're not going to, because it's not where they're at. And so this is really about you ultimately in April, reaching a point where you kind of make a choice to embrace the new. I don't think it's a hard and fast rejection of the old. It's more like a moving away from. It is disappointing. And you may find that you are disappointing someone as well. It's not just, I think, if anything, I think the disappointment is in the hands of the person or the people or the group that you are disappointing, because you're moving on. You're moving to something better. And I think the disappointment sits with them as much as it might sit with you, if not more so, I would say. I think maybe your choice, your decision to do what's right for you, your decision to rise, to follow your heart, to follow through with something. I think your decision may disappoint someone, but it's the right decision for you. So stay on track, my lovely pile one. You are absolutely being guided. The synchronicities, the universe is actively orchestrating events for you to move onto or into a new community group or new people or a new circumstance or a new relationship with family, whatever it is. Something is being gifted to you. It's this new pearl. Something is being gifted to you that is, it's right for you. It supports you. And I think you will possibly leave something else behind, and there will be disappointment, but you're moving up to something, you're moving away because you're going to something rather than cutting cords and I can't do that anymore. But I do think there is some tetchiness that, in a way, it's there to help you to cut the cords with the devil. So rather than getting tetchy, see it as a sign, see it as offering you assistance in knowing how to move forwards, and in helping you to move towards that which is resonating with you in a really beautiful and amazing way. My beautiful, beautiful pile one, this is your reading for April. Do check out the All Zodiac Sign readings as soon as I upload them. At the time of doing this reading, I haven't yet completed the All Zodiac Sign readings for April, but I will be uploading them over the next week. So keep a lookout for those. They're on my other channel. I'll put the link to that right at the top. of the description here. And beautiful souls, I'm just sending you so much love. Tons and tons of love, pile one. Thank you for liking, sharing, subscribing. If you're new, don't forget to subscribe and press the little bell icon if you want to make sure you never miss a reading. Pile one, have an amazing April. I think it's really unraveling for you in a good way. It's just, yeah, manage that emotional energy. Be in charge, self-mastery of yourself and your emotions. Pile one, tons of love. Pile two, welcome to your reading. You have chosen the Mystical Manga Tarot. You have the hand with a 6-pointed star. You have Perth, the rune of initiation, and Tewaz, the rune of the spiritual warrior. Tewaz has a very distinct energy. It's very direct. It asks us to cut away the old, to be really decisive about things. I wonder if you're needing to make some clear-cut decision about something. It may be a need to release something or to let something go. Let's see what your oracle cards are showing us first. May we kindly ask for my pile two. I'm seeing this card here for you. And let's draw these as well. May we please ask about April for my lovely pile twos. Any information and guidance about April, please, and how this energy is manifesting and how they can use this energy. So we have, okay, Earth's Heart, Coverum Terra. You have Silver, Argentum. I'm hearing Quicksilver coming through here as well. And Rotation, Rotatio. We have Compassion. This came out in pile one. So if pile one was something that you were drawn to, a pile you were drawn to, do check it out. We also have the card of Counselor. So Archangel Zadkiel says, soften your heart with respect to this situation and all the people involved, including yourself. Archangel Azrael, you are a natural counsellor and many people benefit from your guidance and reassurance. We have the card of Stuck in the Mud. Okay, we have Family Connections, which also came out in pile one. How interesting. And Enjoy New Beginnings. Okay, Celebrate. Celebrate, socialise, family connections. Okay, Stuck in the Mud. With Perth, the rune of initiation, I always feel like it's like we're going from A to B. There's a process to go through. I feel that something might happen for you quite quickly. I think with Rotation, a situation that you feel is stuck may turn around quite quickly, because we have Respect, People, Kinship, Family Connections, and New Beginnings, Socialise. I think there is a situation in your world that may turn around. It may sort of like get fixed almost. Let's get more information. Let's draw your tarot cards, or at least draw a few. And then we will draw more, I suspect. Could we please ask a bit more about the energy of April? Yeah, we have Ace of Swords. We have the Eight of Cups. I'm seeing these two, interestingly enough. I'm seeing these as well. And that one. I'm going to leave them for now. We can always draw more. Okay. We've got the 10. How beautiful. Gosh, this feels like a really, it does feel like a turnaround. I think something that has been feeling stuck is actually going to move forwards. We've got the 10 of Cups, followed by the 9 of Pentacles, followed by the Chariot, followed by the Knight of Swords, and followed by the Star. This is gorgeous. This is absolutely gorgeous, pile 2. Okay, pile two. I want your pile. Definitely, definitely, 100%. I want your pile. I think something is going to turn around. I think something that you have been either working on or that you have felt as though it's not moving forwards. If there's any projects you've been working on, or if you've been building a relationship, if you've been building a community, I just feel something shifts. There's a big, big, big shift in the energy, and I think there is a turnaround and something starts to move. This is really, really good. I think you will be able to make some very clear, decisive choices, and I think a period of stuckness is behind you. If there's been anything that has been either holding you back, or it's been feeling like it's a little bit sticky, or it just hasn't been shifting. I think this is a fast turnaround and a really productive outcome. If you've been procrastinating, or you've been suffering from writer's block, or just feeling like you've been wading through treacle and something just isn't moving forwards, this is a fast turnaround. This is something is going to move, and kind of with lightning speed. It is as if something is handed to you. As if something is handed to you that brings this period of, it's not exactly birthing, but a period of struggle to an end. I do feel with the rune of Perth, the way I'm sort of seeing it, the way I'm being shown, I'm sort of really seeing this right in front of me, is almost, it is like a tunnel, like a metaphorical birth canal, where you've been sort of like finding your way in something, okay? Finding your way through something, testing the waters, some of you. And this is a point where something emerges, and it emerges fast. If you've had any difficulty in a connection with somebody where it's felt really stuck, it'll turn around quickly. If you've been working on something and it's just felt as though there are, almost like as fast as you get your head above water, something else rocks up that gets in the way or demands your time, I think that'll be cleared. It's like the way is being cleared for you. It's interesting with compassion, soften your heart with respect to this situation, and you're a natural counsellor. It may be that there is an energy, and if you were drawn to pile one, this may connect with this. But it may be if there is an energy around you of circumstances, people that, and it's felt like they are holding you back. I think there's a really fast turnaround with something here. Something shifts in the energy. I rather love this. Look at the star energy, new hope, new optimism. It's almost like a situation as I look at the Chariot. It's like something that you probably are maybe feeling like it could go, sort of like it could go one of two ways, or you've been debating. Do I do this or do I do that? Back to that procrastination. For some of you, it could be, should I stay or should I go? But this is turning around, and it's turning around fast. Maybe if there is a decision that you have been needing to make about someone or something, with the Nine of Pentacles, a decision around your work, with the Ten of Cups, a decision within a relationship. Maybe if you have been really praying for a window of opportunity, or for the way to be shown so that you know what the next step is. If you've been procrastinating or suffering from writer's block or the equivalent of that energetically, basically something that was stuck that you will know about probably when you look at this reading. If you're watching it before April, I think it's going to turn around, and I think it's going to shift quickly. And when it shifts, I think you are going to be able to make some really, you'll be able to take action in a really clear, concise kind of way with the Knight of Swords. There's no hanging around here. Let's check out some more cards just to see how, well, if any further information can be given about how this either arrives. I'm seeing all of these cards. whether there's any guidance as to how anything else that my pile twos need to know about for the month of August, the month of April. Here I am talking about August. Wonder what that's about. Why did August come to mind? I wonder if there is something that will later come to fruition in August. Anyway, who knows? Let's just check in on this. So you have the Hermit suggesting guidance, mentorship. Gosh, if any of you have signed up to anything like a counselling course or something like that, you could suddenly receive a confirmation of a validation of being on that course or something along those lines. And look at this with the Four of Cups. Yeah, for some of you, something you've been waiting for. Perhaps you've been waiting for a response from someone about something and you couldn't move forwards because you didn't have the answer. With the Ace of Wands and the Ten of Pentacles, you get the confirmation that you need, so you can now move something forwards. Yeah, it would be like if you were accepted onto something, or something that you have been waiting for. I see in the Four of Cups here. You may even have been getting a bit bored waiting, but I think something you've been waiting for is about to is going to emerge. We have the Empress, absolutely. We've got the Page of Cups, we've got the Fool, and we have the Page of Wands, which is seriously an energy of looking ahead. Okay, beautiful ones. I think this is a lovely, lovely, lovely month for you. Now, even though April is intense, I mean, it really, really is, I think for you guys, the energy of this situation is more that it moves fast, moves like quicksilver. It would be like if you've been waiting to move house and then suddenly you get the go-ahead and it's all stops pulled out and you've got to do it. You've got to do it now. Or you've been looking for a job or looking for a promotion or something. Something happens and it's all out. Off you go, like quicksilver. You need to kind of respond and act and move it forwards. There is an absolute opportunity for something you have been looking for or waiting for to be almost like initiated. Perth, the rune of initiation. Something is initiated. You can make clear-cut decisions and you can follow that pathway and it happens fast. If you have any wobbles, I think if you do, I'm going to say take a risk. But with the Fool card, I feel like you will this is one of those real lovely Fool energy cards where it would be irresistible. The pull of doing this would be irresistible to you. You would not be able to say no to it. It moves you forwards with passion, with aliveness, with excitement, with desire, with, yes, I want this more than anything, and you know it. I think this is lovely, absolutely lovely, something gifted to you. It comes to you, or you've been waiting for it, or it's an offer, or whatever it is. Like quicksilver. Yeah. So if there has been any hindrances and you've been feeling a little bit miffed by the energy of people or circumstances that have been holding you back, honestly, just let it go and go with the flow here, because this is really about being decisive and seizing the opportunity and really, really running with it. It's like using every ounce of your energy to launch into the new. And I think it's fabulous. I'm not going to say any more. I just think this is really super lovely. This really is, don't hold on to anything that has been, anything that's connected with the struggle or the weight or the, whatever it is. Your energy can be completely involved in whatever comes to initiate this new start, this new beginning, and it can happen fast. Just run with it, pile 2. Run with it. Your energy is amazing. I think you will be rushed off your feet. I think the energy will be I want to say fast and furious. But I don't mean furious in a negative way. I mean just fast and happening. Things are going to emerge. They're going to happen. So just go with it. It's lovely. Love your energy. Absolutely love the energy of April. It's a powerful time. It's a powerful month. And my goodness me, I feel like you are being launched into something that is absolutely super right for you, that you have been looking for, waiting for, gosh, wading through treacle to get to, however it is, whatever it is. I wish you every success. Keep us posted. Let us know what's happening in the comments, especially as the month emerges. Pile 2, I'm sending you the biggest hug ever. If this is resonating with you, do subscribe, press the little bell icon if you want to make sure you never miss a reading. And I will be, over the next few days, the next week really, uploading the all zodiac sign readings at the time of doing this. I will be moving to the all zodiac sign readings for April. I'll be putting them onto my other channel. I'll put the link to that right at the top of the description box. So do check out those all zodiac sign readings as well. Tons of love, Pile 2. This is fabulous. Pile 3, welcome to your reading. Right from the start, right off the bat, I do feel that something big, I'm going to say, with the Tree of Life is emerging in your world, and I think it's happening fast. With the rune of flow and with the rune of movement as well. The rune of movement is the bettering of any situation. It's something gathering momentum. The cheetah energy is fast, it's sleek. It can move, it can happen. But this has longevity. This isn't something small, it's something big, or it's something with really significant potential. This is what's coming through already. Let's draw your oracle cards, see if we can find out more. May we please, for my Pile 3s, find out what is happening in April and any information for them about April, please. May we make inquiries about April for my Pile 3s, please. This very extraordinary energy of mastery, of alchemy, of transformation. What is happening for my Pile 3s? May we kindly ask for information and guidance for my Pile 3s. Okay. Ooh, there's your card. Popping out like here I am. Okay, so here you are. What do we have? Okay, darkening, melanosis. We've got fog. How interesting. And then we have lightening. Right. Oh, this is so interesting. I'm slightly blown away already by what I am seeing here. Right, we then have life review. We have the card of prioritize. So Archangel Jeremiah says, take inventory of your life and resolve to change or heal anything that's unbalanced. Prioritize, Archangel Metatron, focus on your highest priorities. I will help you get organized and motivated. We have One Ring Circus and Peaks of Joy. Oh, okay, we have interact and relate and family connections. Family connections has come out in every single one of these readings. I think that is absolutely fascinating. Let me just make sure this is focusing. Okay, I think that is mind-blowing. So I feel like we should draw one more oracle card for you actually here. I do. I think we're going to use one of these just to fill that space, and then we'll lay your tarot cards on top. May we kindly have one more card for my beautiful Pile 3s, please. I'm actually seeing this one. Stark in the Mud, which also came out in Pile 2. Right. How interesting. What an opposite energy you have here. You've got darkening, you've got lightening. You've got review, but you've got focus. You've got stuck in the mud, but peaks of joy. Yeah, very, very interesting. You've got the bettering of any situation, and yet you've got fog. So, I think, and we'll need to draw your tarot cards to get a little bit more context here. But I actually think there is a circumstance or a situation or a relationship that is going to move, or an area of your life or something you want to manifest. There's something in your world that is going to move from a place of, it feels as if it's a bit shadowy, a bit dark, a place of perhaps even despondency or gloom. And I think it's going to, in confusion, what do I do next? How do I move this forwards? I don't know what to do. I think this is going to move forwards with an outcome that feels really, really good and really beneficial to you. I'm going to draw your tarot cards actually before I say any more, but there's a shift, a bettering of a situation here. Something will, gosh, I want to say open. I wonder with stuck in the mud. Let's draw more cards. Let's draw your tarot cards and just kind of want to ask about this card showing up. It was like an extra. So let me ask about this. Okay, we've got a rat here. Okay, we've got the Four of Cups, but we have a rat and we have the Son of Cups with a swan. Okay. So something's going to emerge. I think this feels a little bit like a silver lining, actually, from something. I'm hearing that it's that UB40 song, you know, there's a rat in the kitchen. There's a rat in the kitchen, what are we going to do? I do feel there is a shift from shadow to light, a situation within you. If any of you are struggling with either depression or anxiety or even exhaustion, because that's absolutely, you know, where you feel like you literally are wading through mud, wading through treacle. If you've got any discord in a connection with somebody, a relationship with someone, I think it's going to shift. I think it's quite specific in that it's actually a situation that you don't know how to fix it, basically. You don't know how to move this forwards. At this present time, you don't know how it can be resolved. Now, you're being asked to review whatever this circumstance is. You are being asked to review in some way, shape or form. There's something that feels either stuck, there's something that's not feeling as if you just basically, you can't see the answer. Something around you, you either can't see the answer, you don't know what the answer is, you're sitting in a space of confusion, you're thinking, I have no idea how this is going to unfold, I don't know how it's going to emerge, but it's going to emerge. I think we now need to get some more information about this. I think for some of you, you're feeling very much on your own with this, a little bit out in the cold. But we have peaks of joy. So we're seeing a really fabulous outcome here. Interact and relate. We're seeing a really good outcome to this. Like a silver lining or something really positive that can grow. A relationship that isn't quite working properly, that can change. The challenge with you right here and right now, or let's say at the beginning of April, is that you don't actually know how you're going to move this forwards. You don't know what the answer is. And that's the challenge, because I think it's causing you to feel either despondent or confused, or you're just not sure what to do. You're being encouraged to not try to act too hastily. Sometimes Lagos, the Rhone of flow, it speaks of the ebb and flow of energy at a time of new beginnings. Like the ebb and flow of relationships, the ebb and flow of emotions. Now we have Awaz, the movement, the bettering of any situation, the gathering momentum. So I am extremely confident that your circumstances are going to evolve and emerge favourably. I mean, this is a beautiful greeting here with these two Maori people. A beautiful, beautiful greeting. And it's interesting, we have the family connections, like a community card. And behind these two people, because this is a community card, we have the marae, which is the community building, the place where people come together to talk. It's like the place where they sit in council. So I feel that this is something that is going to emerge favourably for you, with long-term consequences with the Tree of Life. Maybe we get more information about either how this emerges or how this might unfold or what might happen. May we please kindly get more information and guidance as to how this might emerge. What is going on for my pile threes during April? So we have the Five of Swords. Right. I think there has been either a falling out or a severing of something. A difficult decision. You're not actually sure which way to go. Yeah, we've got the Fool here. You don't quite know how to approach this. We have the Ace of Swords. We have, we've got the Eight of Cups, Ace of Swords, Eight of Cups. We've got the Daughter of Swords. We have the card of Temperance. And then we have the Hanged Man. Okay. Right. Let me move these along a little bit so we can see everything for you. Right. Yeah, I think at the moment you're feeling like you're faced with a difficult decision, and there are long-term consequences to it. That's basically the deal here. And because there are long-term consequences, it's a difficult one to judge and it's a difficult one to gauge. Now, I think with Temperance showing up, there will be a balanced, guided solution here. I think with the Eight of Cups, there's I really do feel that you feel a bit like you're either caught between the devil and the deep blue sea. You don't know how to move it forwards, just confusion. In a way, the Hanged Man is a card that sort of says, you might have to sort of surrender to the universe on this one a little bit. Sort of trust that the outcome you desire will, and something that is balanced and fair for everyone will emerge. So if you've had a falling out, through some form of counsel or some form of discussion, some form of respect, mutual respect, an outcome will come that will be positive and valuable for all parties and balanced and fair. Right now, I think, or at the beginning of April, there is a struggle around a decision, or whenever you come to this reading. May we ask for additional guidance? I can see the surrender to this, sort of surrendering to the outcome, which is going to be a positive one for everybody. But could we ask a bit more about this outcome and how this might emerge in April? Oh, now we have Daughter of Cups, which is lovely. May we kindly ask for more information? And you have the Two of Pentacles, so we have the Butterfly. I just feel like this, where you are right now, beautiful souls, you're being asked to sort of surrender to the energy and trust the universe. Could we ask whether pile 3 need to do anything actively around this, please? Do pile 3 need to do anything actively as they move through April or whenever they come to this reading? No, I don't think so. This is the Eight of Swords. All this is telling us is you need to stop worrying about it. And look at all the worms here that have all been severed, and this is what we started with. I think the Eight of Swords means that there are things you don't know, that you don't see, and that you are worrying excessively about something. Surrender. We have the Seven of Wands. You're not without agency in this situation with the Seven of Wands. Yeah, Ace of Cups. How wonderful. Honestly, I really think that the outcome you desire will emerge. I think it will happen. These cards are all coming out, so I'm going with them all. Yeah, look at that, Ten of Swords. This is the ending of something that's conflictual. You have the Two of Wands, and you have the Four of Swords as well. Look at this beautiful lamb. Okay, just sitting here, almost like angelically. This is a card of stillness and meditation. Right, I think that there is a situation around you in April, and one of the challenges for you with the intensity of the energy is actually sitting with it while it unfolds. But actually what your reading is saying is that it does need to unfold. There is a process to go through. Somehow this is bigger than just you, and I think there are, in a way, with this Five of Swords, I think you're sort of being asked to almost like detach yourself from it. Detach, let it unfold, let it move on its own, let it gather its own momentum, let it find its own way through. Let the universe guide this through. There is something that you don't have full agency over. In reality, you're not without agency, you're not without say in this, but you also don't have complete agency either. This is one of those scenarios where it's a bit like when you want someone to do something for you. Well, empowerment is power over you, it's not power over others. So you have power over yourself and your own choices, but you don't have power over other people. So I think other people are involved here, with community, with family, with with this energy. I think other people are involved in a situation that you're feeling quite pulled in by, or stuck by, or limited by. Now, you're not without agency, but you don't have full power over this as well. I think you've sort of got to surrender to the universe. You've just got to sort of meditate and kind of trust that the best outcome for everybody is going to emerge. We have the card of Temperance here, which is really saying, we're looking at a balanced outcome for everybody, for all parties. We're looking at a favourable outcome. I think there is a process. What I will say, and my beautiful pile threes, and I will voice it because I have to read it how I see it, is I feel that this is difficult for you because I think you'd like it to move forwards. I think it will move forwards and it will gather momentum, and this is the bettering of any situation. There are loads of cards that sort of demonstrate and suggest a really, really positive outcome with long-term consequences that are good and favourable. We've gone from darkening to lightening. I think the challenge is the bit where you sit in the middle. It would be like applying for something and then having to wait until you get the answer. It's hard work because you're having to sit in that space of not knowing, and that presses so many buttons, especially when the overall energy is so erratic and inconsistent and polarized. The key here is not to buy into that polarization, not to buy into that energy of fear. Anything that has fear attached to it, then that is going to be misleading. You're being asked to really get centered, get grounded, sit in the space of knowing that you don't know everything, but trusting that what you need is going to be, brought forth and guided. Something will reach a conclusion. It looks to me as if that conclusion is favourable. Maybe get a sneaky peek into something of the outcome of this. I think one of the worst, but the most difficult emotional states of being is not knowing. If something's really, really amazing, well, that's just wonderful. If something is really, really shit, if you know where you stand with it, you can decide what you're going to do about it. It's the not knowing that is the killer, because we're left in the scope of our imagination of all the what ifs. What if this happens? What if that happens? And that is what is so hard. Look at that. You have the Nine of Pentacles. You could not get a greater affirmation of success. You could not be given a greater affirmation of success. I'm drawing no more cards. This is the biggest affirmation of success that you could get. Look at these beautiful feathers. 4 feathers, I think, indicating the 4 directions of the medicine wheel. Of course, that's coming through here. 9 of Pentacles is a card of great success, great abundance, great reward for your patience and for seeing it through. And with the 4 directions, it's almost like it's got to run through a cycle. If we think of the 4 directions, a complete circuit of the medicine wheel, something has to go full circle, something has to start and go through a series or a process. It's like an evolutionary process. It may even take a month for something to go through, from start to finish. From the point where you kind of let it go, you cut cords, you sever ties, you just lean into a space of trust. The challenge is, of course, how you feel while you're waiting. You couldn't have a greater confirmation in this card. Pile 3, I am wishing you every blessing and every success on the outcome. Try to handle how you feel during this incredibly intense moon month. Well, I look at the months in terms of moons, and at the moment the new moon is very close to, a new moon starts a new moon month every month. I will be doing a big moon month update, energy update, so do watch out for that. I'm doing all the big monthly all zodiac sign readings as well over the next few days. They'll be hopefully by the end of the week on my other Moon Magic monthly tarot channel. I'll put the link in the description box for those of you that want to check out your all zodiac sign readings for April as well. Honestly, you could not have a better outcome here. I think the real challenge is navigating the energy of having to wait. Beautiful souls, this will gather momentum. There's a positive long-term outcome here with the Tree of Life. So, I am just wishing you every blessing. Navigate this, look after yourselves, navigate it well. Come back to this reading if you need an anchor point. Beautiful souls, bookmark the page, come back if you need an anchor point, if you're having a wobble or you're drifting into the zone of what if territory and what if land, because we all do it, let's face it. Beautiful souls, I'm not seeing anything that suggests that you're not going to get an outcome that you really, really will love. Tons of love, pile 3.